guys, remember me? It's been a while, and I don't really have an excuse other than that sometimes in life can get a little lifey. I've been doing a lot of things in my real life lately, which has meant a lot of work shenanigans and a whole lot of choir, which has been great, but it means that I don't have as much free time to do things like writing and videos and stuff. But I'm happy to report that now I can come back and work on making some videos and stuff, at least for a little while. I'm working on a couple of different scripts right now for videos I'm hoping to get out in the next couple of weeks on things like resilience and working with kids with challenging behaviors. So I wanted to spend this time doing just a brief update video on a couple of things that are going on, so here we go. One, a couple of weeks ago I got to do a really cool day-long presentation with a bunch of really fabulous educators. We talked about things like mental health in schools and what schools and teachers can do to help boost mental health for students. So I wrote a blog post about this experience, I'll link to it down below, but I also shared a lot of the great ideas and suggestions that these educators came up with for how to promote mental health. This experience really re-energized me to keep doing the thing and to get out and talk to people about these important topics, which was really good for me because I've been a little too stuck in my own head recently. 2, book club. Jacqueline from SciJoy has asked me to come and be on a Google Hangout with her in a couple of weeks to talk about that book that I wrote, which is a thing that will never not be weird to me. Basically, I'll be answering questions about the book and about the process of writing it and fielding general questions about child psychology and brain development. So if you're interested in that, it's on Wednesday, March 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and that's going to be hosted on her channel. So you should just, go subscribe to her down below. And if you have specific questions you'd like me to answer, you can let me know via Twitter or via my website. Links to all of that are down below too. And come and join us in a couple of weeks. It'll be fun. So thirdly, and lastly, Maya from St. Elmo's Fire tagged me in a YouTube creator survey about 1 million years ago, and so I figured I'd take this opportunity to end this video by answering those questions. Finally. Sorry, Maya. Question 1 is, what is your YouTube channel and how would you describe it? Well, this is Developmental Enthusiast, and I talk about things that I'm enthusiastic about. But more specifically, I have educational videos on things like child psychology and brain development, but I also talk about other topics like graduate school survival and how to get a job. What other forms of content would you like to try making? For me, it's not so much about content, but it's about skills that I'd like to learn. So I have zero background in filmmaking, like at all, and you can probably tell. But I'm always really interested in the cool things that people can do when they incorporate filmmaking skills, and so I'd really like to learn some filmmaking basics and figure out how to kind of adapt those skills for the kinds of content that I want to create. So you filmmakers out there, if you have any suggestions for where to start or what to learn or where to get that information, I'm all ears. I'd love some suggestions. Who would you like to collaborate with? Vlogbrothers. Duh. What part of the YouTube process do you enjoy most? This is an interesting question for me because when I first started making videos, I thought for sure I'd enjoy the writing process or the filming process, but I actually find that I enjoy doing the editing the most. Like there are times that I'll sit down to do some editing and then I'll look up and suddenly 2.5 hours have gone by and I don't know how that happened because maybe time warp? And for me, the loss of the sense of time is really an indicator that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. What genres of YouTube do you like to watch? Well, for me, I kind of like to watch all kinds of different things, but really I enjoy thinky kinds of videos, things that make me wonder about the world a little bit differently. So I watch a lot of vlogs, I watch a lot of educational videos, some comedy, some gaming. It really just depends on my mood. Which creators are your top 5 and why? When I was thinking about this question, I didn't want to come up with a generic top 5 creator list. And as I thought about it a little bit more deeply, I thought about who are the creators that I never miss a video? People who I'm super excited when I see a video pop up in my subscription feed. The first one I'll mention is Super Sam Stuff. If you are not subscribed to his channel, you should go do that like right now. Like, click away. It's okay, you don't need to watch the rest of this. He makes really delightfully playful videos, and I just find myself giggling every time I watch his content. It's just so great. Although, fair warning, this does come from somebody who really enjoys dad jokes. So, take that for what you will. I just really love that he doesn't take life too seriously, but he's also a very driven and passionate creator. The second one I'll mention is Asante the artist. I met Asante briefly at VidCon and had been watching some of her content before then, and she just keeps getting better. I've always admired how she lets her passion and exuberance for something come through, even when she's wrestling with really difficult topics. I always find her videos very interesting and thought-provoking. The third one I'll mention is It's Radish Time. She makes really thoughtfully crafted vlogs on a variety of topics, and I always find myself coming away thinking something a little differently about the world. The fourth one I'll mention is the One Janitor. I really appreciate his thoughtful approach to some hot button social justice kinds of issues. His videos have a tell it like it is kind of flavor to them, and I find that really interesting and compelling. And number 5 is Sabrina from Nerdy and Quirky. I adore her. She's just so fun and delightful and funny and just cool. Sabrina always manages to make videos that make me smile and are bright and cheery and funny, and I just think she's one of the coolest creators on YouTube. It's because it's impossible to pick a top 5 of like anything. I cheated and made a sub-question about who are the top 5 creators who are smaller educational type channels that you watch a lot of, because I watch a lot of that. So you should definitely check out SciJoy. She's doing a really cool new physics series that I think is going to be really interesting, especially if you like learning hands-on kinds of stuff. The Ling Space always has great videos on the many varied facets of linguistics, which is fascinating. Nathan and Rose do vlog-style education on a variety of different topics, and it's kind of quirky and fun. Childish Wonder has an educational style that's both really in-depth and passionate, which I find super compelling. The last one is ARTiculations. I've never been somebody who's been super into art, but Betty makes it accessible and makes me want to come back and learn more. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Who, dead or alive, would you like to have a YouTube channel? This one was really hard, but I think I gotta go with either Jane Austen or J.K. Rowling. Lastly, tag someone. I'm gonna tag 3 people because I can. Because that's how it works here. So first, Matt Polka. Second, Chelsea from Practical Poppins. And third, Liz from High-Waisted Pantaloons. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have some new content coming out in the next few weeks, but until then, check the links below for all the stuff I mentioned in this video, and hopefully we'll see you on the Google Hangout on the 23rd, and otherwise, I'll see you next time.